make it out. It was
Okay, this is game 2. It is Lost and Found. We have got Terran player Adam in the top right of the map versus Buttonman, who is presumably in the bottom left, because that's the way these maps work. Buttonman again playing as Protoss, and in game 1 we saw a cannon rush that initially was very successful. The first couple of cannons dropped, did what they were supposed to do. They prevented stuff from coming out the door. They caused a reaction. They forced the Terran to build a lot of stuff, like 2 bunkers, etc., that they potentially wouldn't have otherwise built. But unfortunately, our Protoss player then continued to build cannons. And that's, you know, if you were building cannons inside your opponent's base and sort of creeping them forward in order to kill buildings, that's slightly different. But if they're down here just containing your opponent, just call it a day at 2. You've done the damage that you're going to do. You're preventing an expo. You're causing your opponent some headaches. Don't keep it as a headache for you. Don't make it something that you continue to focus on. The best way to take advantage of that is that while your opponent is focusing on dealing with those cannons, you're at home focusing on your own macro. So let's see if we got a different, well, already it's different in game 2. It's gateway first, so much more normal. Gas is finished up. Only 1 worker in the gas so far, but I expect that will be remedied shortly. Gas being mined for the Terran player as well, and a second gas on the way. Barracks just finishing up, so fairly soon we'll see what our Terran player has got in mind. Obvious giveaways are if this builds a tech lab, it's more likely to be Marines. If this builds a reactor with 2 gas, then it is probably going to be mech play. Oh, a Ghost Academy. Right, I don't want to get ahead of myself here. I would hate to suggest this, you know, at the 1 minute 50 mark that we're going to see a nuke, but I want to see a nuke. That's what I want. Everybody wants to see a nuke. So this worker conscientiously scouting, and I really like this. This is what you do when you play StarCraft on ladder. You send workers. Oh no! What is this? You send workers around looking for proxies. Bear in mind a proxy isn't necessarily an all-in. Protoss, for example, might proxy a Stargate in this location on this particular map because it's such a short distance to fly an Oracle from here into your mineral line that Oracle can turn up at sort of 3 minutes 15 when you are not expecting an Oracle. And obviously, if all you've done is scout the main base, you're unaware of the Stargate as well. So, really worthwhile. It only costs you 1 worker to have this worker just on patrol, wandering about the map, just relaying information to you. If your opponent puts down a forward pylon, you know about it. Buttonman, meanwhile, looking to play a slightly more macro-focused game. 2 cannons at the front door to help keep this safe. A couple of zealots in the main, more zealots in the queue, and shields being upgraded. But Buttonman, don't forget the instant go-to tech that you need is a cybernetics core. That's absolutely crucial because until you've got that, zealots are the only unit that you can make. And zealots, don't get me wrong, they've got their place, but on their own, they won't win you a game unless it's some sort of horrible charge lock cheese or something. But that is not what's happening here. So the Nexus has finished up, so we expect to see income advantage start to develop for the Protoss player. These workers queued up again. I've mentioned it before. Don't forget to use your chrono boost. In general, recall is a useful tool if you intend to go and have a bit of a poke at your opponent. You can recall units home, so you might want to save energy for that. But this early in the game, if you're not planning any aggression, then saving this energy is doing no favors for you. Use it to get workers out that bit faster. Well, 50% faster. Use it maybe to get your upgrades finished 50% faster, to get your zealots out 50% faster. Whatever you want, but use it. So, Cyclone coming out from look at him there. A Cyclone coming out from the factory. Hopefully we've got a medevac building. We do. It looks like personal cloaking has already been researched, so this guy is capable of cloaking himself. There is a nuke ready. One of these is packing a nuke. There it is. So the nuke is ready to launch, and what I dearly hope we're about to see is a medevac pick this guy up, drop him in here, and then you're nuclear launch detected. And that, oh, it's boss-like. Right, here we go. I want this to work, not because I've got anything against Buttonman, just because I love a nuke. I mean, who doesn't like a nuke? Everybody likes a nuke. So this medevac making its way across, and Buttonman can't possibly have a clue that this is coming. If we go from Buttonman's point of view, has he been inside his opponent's base? Has he? Has he got any information? No. No, there's the scouting worker. He knows nothing, literally nothing about this. So let's have a look. This is Buttonman's vision. This is what he sees. Where is it? You see, I'm really tempted to go and watch the launch, because you can actually see the missile take off. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. I want the nuke, I want the nuke. Nukes ahoy! Oh, we just missed it. We saw the vapor trail. So, if you're Buttonman, what are you thinking? Are you thinking, does he even realise? You do get a warning. Oh no, that's what you're thinking. You're thinking, what was that? That's so much pain. This ghost with 10 kills from that nuke, and that is very painful indeed. And the pylon goes down. There's no longer, this stuff isn't powered. The workers are still being killed. More nukes, please. Look, he's got another one in the bank. Why not just stand here and fleece one down on this lot? I love it. This is awesome stuff already. This is now right up there with my favourite games. A successful nuke detonation. These guys are looking for him, but you've got no detection. You can't see him. What are you going to do? Stand in his way and go, there it is. There it is. Oh no, what? He said, what? They just got so hacked off. They just sliced up one of their own brethren. For ire! Well, I don't even like ire. I stab you with blades. Oh no, look at this guy, 27 kills. Oh, it's desperate. It's desperate. Buttonman, you must be thinking, what's even happening? What's even happening? All he sees is this little shadow, this little cloaked guy just killing all of his stuff. Oh, it's horrible. It's painful to watch. There are no more nukes in production, so I think that's the last nuke we're going to see, but it's 2 more than we've seen so far. This is a great success. So, frustratingly, he's built a Phoenix. Had he built an Oracle, one of the Oracle's abilities is Revelation. You can drop a Revelation on cloaked units and it instantly makes them revealed. This ghost is going to run out of energy and die with a mighty 32 kills. Oh my goodness. I mean, where do you go from here? Having taken out 32 of your opponent's units, that's so savage. You do what you like. Personally, I think I'd probably just rush to mass battle cruiser for a laugh, or I would just fly in 3 command centers and turn them all into planetary fortresses. Because really, you can do whatever you like. There's no way back from this. You don't come back from losing 31 workers. There is a kind of saying in StarCraft, and that saying is, when behind, dark shrine, and now, you know, it would never be truer than right now. As a Protoss player, when behind, Dark Shrine. If it's all gone horribly for you, you build a Dark Shrine and you warp in some Dark Templars and you send them into your opponent's base in the hope that they've got no detection, and you do something similar to your opponent. That is probably not tech that Buttonman is familiar with. And it isn't going to happen here. Look, he's lost the plot. These workers are being rallied to just a random point halfway to the gas. They're not even mining gas. This isn't even building workers. There's another nuke in production. Yes. Presumably there's a ghost somewhere on the map. I don't know, actually. Maybe... presumably he has built another ghost. Maybe it's in a medevac. Who knows? But I think this is just going to be GG. The army look at the 35 against 86 supply. These cannons will not last very long. Let's take a quick peek. Yeah, it's all bad. It's all very, very bad indeed. Cyclones make reasonably short work of cannons. There's a lot of Terran here. There's very little Protoss left to answer it. 32 kills, man. Gnarly, so gnarly. Well, that will be GG surely. It's all over. I'm a happy man. I've seen a nuke. Two nukes, 2 well-placed ghost, cloaked ghost drops, and it doesn't get much better than that. Brilliant stuff. So, a reasonably solid looking second game here. Buttonman will never know what strategy you were lining up for. There were Phoenixes coming out, and Phoenix are a great unit, but I'd have liked to have seen them in numbers a little earlier than the 10-minute mark. Nukes notwithstanding. But there it is. It is not all over. These Marines haven't realised that the war is over, are still trying to shoot stuff. GG.